So a lot is going on with Phillip Schofield today, guys. The report seems to have been released, this report that a lot of people were waiting for. And of course, in my opinion, it was unsubstantiated and something that we just didn't need to see because it was never going to deliver how we thought it was. Hey guys, it's Murad Murali. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Back at it again with another video. If you have not subscribed, click that button, guys. It is daily and consistent content. Subscribe to the channel. And let's get into this video where, there is obviously a lot going on with this new report. And, he's basically being slammed for it. And this report published on Thursday revealed that just one person knew about their relationship, and they only became aware of the relationship in 2021. The runner, who was at least 30 years Schofield's junior, started at ITV in 2017, and the presenter admitted they shared a moment in his dressing room that same year. The ex This Morning broadcaster 61 and his former lover were meant to be quizzed at length amid the review after their affair came to light in May. However, it was yesterday revealed that the pair refused to cooperate, along with 4 others. And now ITV workers have called the probe a whitewash. They are absolutely devastated and frustrated. They are fuming. ITV staff are speaking out. Now, Phillip Schofield did not take part in this, pending review because of his extreme psychological stress that he is going through. He decided that he does not want to take part in this. Matthew McGreevy also did not take part in this review, and I thought that he would have. So to me, it looks like this was just a cover-up. They're trying to obviously, fill in all the potholes before they release his public review to us because they want to make it all about damage control. And was Matthew paid off a large substantial amount from ITV? Perhaps so, who knows? But it's now, come through that ITV workers are calling the probe a whitewash. One employee told The Sun, the findings of this report were not surprising to say the least. That's not to say that we all agree with them. Rumors of the affair were swirling around then in the entire floor from 2019. Even talent, high-profile names were all aware of the gossip, even if they had no proof or didn't ask the right questions to the right people. It seems utterly implausible only one person knew. It's a predictability sanitized version of events. But lessons will have been learned, and bosses are adamant that they are embroiled in no more scandal. Generally, it really is a happy ship, and this marks the start of a new era. Everyone just wants to move on now and start afresh. Another staff member told Mail Online, there's a chasm between this report and reality. Interesting. What's clear is that ITV will need more than policies and procedures to address its culture of silence. They blasted the probe as a whitewash. Sources at ITV say that they have full confidence in the morning editor Martin Frizzle and its head of daytime Emma Gormley. There have been calls for Chief Executive Dame Carolyn and her number 2 Kevin Ligo to be sacked, though insiders now think that their jobs will be safe. I think their jobs will be absolutely safe, especially with Love Island returning next month. I don't think Kevin is going anywhere because a lot of people are going to see what Love Island All Stars is about. So, am I surprised by this, guys? No, I'm not. They're not going to obviously put in Phillip Schofield in a position that is even more bad than what happened in May and June, because that has a knock-on effect when it comes to the corporation. So therefore, they want to fill in the potholes before it becomes all public, so everything looks calm. For only one person to know, it doesn't make any sense. We all saw the pictures of Matthew McGreevy confronting Holly outside the NTAs in 2019. We all saw that. We all saw the fact that multiple people now are coming out, even other presenters on Talk TV, other channels saying that they tried to have a conversation. One person on Talk TV, I saw a video clip, not that I really watch Talk TV, but they said that, this particular person tried to raise it as a concern, but they were threatened that if they do that, they will lose money, lose out on opportunities, won't be able to interview people. So I think that this is definitely a cover-up, in my opinion, and I think that, people were paid off. Phillip not taking part in this, review is not surprising to me. I feel like he's not going to take part. He's done an interview for The Sun and the BBC anyways. I don't see him, trying to take part in something. He will claim psychological hurt, which I think does make sense at the time. But it's been 7 months now on. You are able to sit down and have a conversation and do, review. If at the time of the situation, you were able to conduct 2 lengthy interviews with The Sun and the BBC, why are you now suddenly inept when it comes to taking part in a very important probe, a review? I just find that to be questionable. And I believe Matthew perhaps was paid off. I just find this all to be interesting, especially because reports are also now coming out today that Phillip Schofield is set to make a comeback. Phillip Schofield could be offered a huge job on commercial radio after being given a fresh chance following the ITV whitewash report into This Morning affair, sources say. Phillip Schofield has already been tipped to make a sensational return to broadcasting next year after ITV drew a line under the sand. For national radio, his first love is where he perhaps will start, garner an audience and then obviously go public. And this is what I think will happen. I feel like Phillip Schofield can make a return to TV. And the reason why I say that is because reports like this will help him make that return to TV. It just takes a while to go through, whether it's radio and TV and etc. And people will use excuses that, well, he didn't murder anyone, he didn't, harm anyone. Well, he inadvertently did harm somebody because he knew this boy, Matthew McGreevy, when he was a minor. That is the only issue I have. If Phillip Schofield had hooked up with with Matthew McGreevy when he was 19 and Phillip was XYZ, it's weird, it's an age gap, but it's not a situation where I would feel somebody should be fired for, to be honest with you. But for the fact that Phillip Schofield knew this boy when he was in school, the school that he would donate to, which I felt was a grooming ground. I've done several videos on the situation back in May, June. And the fact that he knew them then there's dinner dates with him and this boy at that whatever age he was extremely young. And for the fact that somebody filmed it and he was saying to that person, please don't put it up, I want to be in danger, which implies that he knew what he was doing was wrong. That is my crux of the issue. It's the grooming. It is the grooming. People calling him a pedo is false. I feel like, you need to use the right words here. We don't know if he was being intimate with a minor. I just saw him with a minor. And I think that was very weird. Continuous interactions, continuous, in the school, all of that stuff, grown men, grooming young boys and girls. It's very common. We're seeing with a lot of people, left, right and center. It's everywhere. And these men all have power, wealth and fame. And they utilize it, take advantage of the young boys and girls, especially those who want to emulate those careers that these men have. They know that, and it's an absolute shit show. It's an absolute shit show. It's disgusting, and that is my issue with Phillip Schofield. He is a groomer, and I say that with my absolute chest because that is what I feel. Allegedly, allegations, whatever you want to say, that's what I feel, because it's just nasty for the fact that he knew this man, he knew this boy, and this boy had a whole presenting reel in this morning, had so much to look forward to, but all of it was ruined because of the greed of this man who wanted to then be intimate with him. And that's what it is. I feel like he waited. He knew him when he was 11, 10, 12, waited until he was 18, 19, 20, and thought, you know what, let's do something might happen. And then suddenly, I didn't do anything legally wrong. He was of age, it's fine. But it's about the grooming and what happened prior. And grooming is a very silent power. It's an invisible power. You can't tell that the person has it or what the person is doing to you because you don't understand what is going on. And it's very disgusting, guys. It's absolutely disgusting. Like, I feel like I want to go back to those men who groomed me and etc. to be like, you're an absolute waste man. Why the F were you doing XYZ to me, telling me to do XYZ for you when you know that I'm so, like, it's the amount of advantage that these men take over. It's sad. Now Matthew's probably got a nice lump sum, I would imagine, probably working in a pub somewhere, and that's just his life. He can't ever go back into the public media ever again. Well, I feel like he can, but not in mainstream media because of what this grown man took advantage of him. So he's an absolute waste man, Phillip, and I feel like he will come back to TV. If we're seeing Nigel Farage and being offered 1.5 million to come on I'm a Celeb like the idiot he is, then I would imagine that Phillip will definitely be, following in those tracks. But there we have it. The report came out, and within seconds of the report coming out, articles were flooding, exposing the report, staffers speaking out against Phillip Schofield, against the report, and now already fresh reports of the fact that, a line's been drawn under the sand and Phillip is returning to radio and etc. is happening. So all of that within 24 hours, guys, and I wanted to put it all in a video for you for 10 minutes or under 10 minutes just to get all of this information out. Subscribe to the channel, click that button, guys. It is daily and consistent content. I would appreciate it, guys. It's just one click. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.